All right, so about a week ago, Hood Educated dropped a Julio Foolio update, and it's titled Julio Foolio. Judge said he believes Foolio killers are guilty and denied their bonds, right? In my opinion, in the video, he made some very good, valid points about the case. And a lot of people are, you know, having a problem with the name of the video. And one of the YouTubers that I seen personally, his name is Blessed One. He's from the IsmokeHipHop channel, and he made a video talking about Hood Educated and this video. But before we get into his video, we're gonna go ahead and watch Hood Educated, and we're gonna talk about the points that he made.
Now, I need y'all to pay attention to something because I think a lot of people miss this. This right here was cold-blooded. The judge said out his mouth, basically, that he believed that they are guilty of the crimes that they are being charged with. What does that mean, Hood Educated? Break it down to us.
Now, I'm no lawyer, but I've been to arraignment more times than I care to count. And I have never had a judge say, I've never heard a judge say to me or anybody else that was in court that, like during an arraignment, that they thought they were guilty. I've never heard that before. But at the same time, it is Florida. Florida is different from the rest of us. I mean, come on, y'all gotta admit it. Florida is way different from the rest of us. It's possible the judge might have said that. I don't know. Even if the judge did say it, that's not going to be their trial judge. And this is the part where Blessed One from I Smoke Hip Hop, he had a problem with Hood Educated saying this. Honestly, I don't think he watched the whole video, but yeah, he had a problem with Hood Educated actually saying this.
I ain't did no videos in 3 days, bro, because I'm not your favorite YouTubers who's printing out fake information just for the views and click. If there ain't no news about the Foolio case or information to be talked about, that ain't gonna get nobody indicted. I'm not gonna do no videos, straight like that. I woke up this morning, there's a nigga on YouTube called Educated something. I'm not hating on him. Hood Educated, salute to that guy. But he got a whole video. You can tell he ain't from Florida like us. You ain't gotta be from Florida like us to do the news, but this nigga got a whole video talking about the judge said the killers are guilty. Nigga, where in the United States can a judge say this while the case and trial didn't even start yet? Come on, man. Like, we gotta do better as content creators, bruh. I'm not hating on nobody, bro, but this is a serious situation. I don't like being compared to none of you niggas. I'm a real journalist because I got real credentials, been backed by Complex Magazine, XXL, CNN, Times Magazine. We can keep going when you put DJ Bless One name. So there's a reason why I keep telling niggas I'm not your favorite YouTuber, because y'all D-Rod your favorite YouTubers. They do more Julio Foolio videos than me, and you tell them, oh, gang, keep it up, man. I love what you do. And when I give actual videos, I don't care if it's a whole lot of videos. Nigga, it's a whole lot of information that's being out there. I actually follow Chief Bearcall, know how he got in office to be the chief of Tampa Police Department. I know how TK Waters got it. They both took over for the other two people who were there and didn't do a good job. They weren't even supposed to be the dudes in charge. They were interns, but things like that you're supposed to know about. These niggas wake up and say anything for the views. So no, don't compare me. Don't hit up my line and be like, I got updated news from Foolio for you. And you thinking it's a real nigga from Florida they got the news from. You thinking it's them real people who hit up my DMs, because I got them real Jacksonville ones on my line. But these dudes be waking up watching YouTube videos like that guy I just mentioned and talking about the judge just said that the killers are guilty. These are grown men and women saying this dumbass nonsense, bro. What judge in the world can say you're guilty before the trial even starts yet? Nigga, that's illegal as hell, gang.
So, as you can see, DJ Blessed One was on one, right? This video had him hot. It had him hot. Now, like I said, in my opinion, Hood Educated himself made some very good and valid points here. Now, when I read the title and I heard him actually say the title in the video, I'm thinking, okay. Now, me personally, I'm thinking, okay, it's probably clickbait. The title's probably a little bit clickbaity just to get people to click on it, because when it comes down to it, that's the name of YouTube. You want people to click on your video, so you need a title that's going to catch the eyes, right? It might be a little clickbaity, but if you took the time to watch this whole video, you might understand why it's really
Judge is basically saying that, look, y'all did this. Y'all killed Julio Foolio, and y'all shot them other 3 people that was in the car with him. Not only that, but y'all planned the murder, and y'all traveled all the way from Jacksonville to Tampa to kill this boy, and that's what y'all did. That's what the judge is basically saying. Check it out.
I'm finding that there is a substantial probability that all 3 defendants committed the dangerous crimes that they are charged with.
Wow, the judge did actually say it. The judge did actually say that. Do I have to run that back?
I'm finding that there is a substantial probability that all 3 defendants committed the dangerous crimes that they are charged with.
He said, and I quote, "I find that there's a high probability that you 3 defendants committed the crimes that you were charged with. AKA, I think you guys, you 3, you 2 men, you 1 woman are guilty." So, actually, Hood Educated did not lie. The title is not clickbait because the judge did actually say that. Like I said, it's Florida. Maybe it's a little different. And also, that is not going to be their trial judge. Okay? That's just the judge that's arraigning them. That's not going to be their trial judge. So there's not going to be any bias involved here. They're not going to get off on a technicality because of that. Now, I do got to give it to DJ Blessed One, though, because he did what a lot of us grown men, including myself, sometimes have a problem with doing. And that's admitting that they were wrong and apologizing.
Hey, man, shout out to Hood. I think his name is Hood Uneducated or Educated Hood. I don't know the dude, but I just seen his channel today, and I made a video. I've seen several videos I was talking about, but I seen a video he did that said something about the judge said they're guilty. I should have watched the video. I just read the title, and in my mind, your title is your everything. I don't really do clickbait titles, so in my mind, I was thinking he literally meant, you feel me, the judge said the people are guilty, and I was like, judges ain't allowed to say this, bro. Now,
the judge did actually say
it's no bond, and I reported on that as well, but you know, once again, I don't know Hood Educated. Some of my followers sent me a receipt and was like, Hood Educated said this or whatever, and all I seen the receipt was the title. The judge said the dudes are guilty. I'm like, that ain't even possible. So I mean, I jumped the gun without watching the video. I was correct. A judge ain't allowed to say this. The only thing is, Hood Educated ain't saying that on his videos. You know what I mean? Salute to that brother. I got 2 of my partners, my rounds that I really, really rock with, and they told me he's really an OG that break things down in his own ways or whatever. He got the things he say. So much respect to him. I don't really know him. I just jumped the guns because the same people who are sending me these receipts, it was like probably 13 bloggers attached to it, and all the other bloggers.
All right. So, Blessed One did actually come back and apologize. So, applause to him for that. That took a lot of that took a lot of guts, actually, frankly, to just admit that you was wrong and apologize. But at the same time, the judge did actually say that.
I'm finding that there is a substantial probability that all 3 defendants committed the dangerous crimes that they are charged with.
That is wild to me. That is wild to me. But at the same time, like I said, not going to be the trial judge.
Cold-blooded demonstration. I'm talking about, and he said that in the public. So the world heard that. Tampa Bay heard that. This is a judge. This is the officer of the court. This is a person who is trained to weigh facts. This person is trained to say, you know what, I'm leaning more towards this way. I'm leaning more towards this way, because the judge has the authority to say, you know what, y'all ain't got enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing this case out. Go get some more evidence and then bring this case back in front of me. But this judge said, no, I believe that they did this. I believe that they are guilty of the crimes that they are charged with. That's what he's saying. That's tough.
That's really what he said. Go back and watch it again. That's really what he said. And that is tough. That's tough. Like I said, they're going to make an example of them. And where the hell is Davion?
That's tough. When you ain't even been to trial yet. And the judge is already saying that, hey, you know what? I believe y'all guilty. Y'all bet not have no bench trial. Y'all see what this judge are. Y'all, right. If y'all go to trial, y'all better have a jury.
Yeah.
Y'all better not have no judge, because this judge already letting y'all know that, hey, look, I believe y'all guilty.
Yeah. And even though this is not going to be the trial judge, another judge, if they do a bench trial, another judge probably going to think the same thing. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell icon. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. We trying to get the channel up to 10,000 subscribers. The channel's growing fast. We're at a little over 600 now. But let's keep it going. Hey, also hit that like button. Let YouTube know that this video is important and needs to get pushed out. We can get more views on this video.
Period. So if he is a decision maker, and judges are decision makers, whenever you go to the trial attorney or the trial judge, they gonna be like, yep, hey, my homeboy said they was guilty. I believe what he believed. You know, we like this here. We a part of our own gang. I believe what my homeboy believe. You bet not have no bench trial where it's just a judge being the decision maker. You better have a jury in hope that you can persuade one of the jurors or a couple of the jurors to say, hey, you know what, we believe these guys are innocent. Because here it is, we got their attorney, or not their attorney, but we got Shawn Gaithwright attorney. And she is making, to some, a strong argument. A lot of people are saying that, man, this argument that she putting out there is very strong.
They tweaking if they think her argument is strong. And I'm going to explain why.
Can help release this boy. Check it out.
His ass ain't going nowhere.
Once again, there is no actual video or identifiable footage that shows that Mr. Gathright was physically present at home.
First of all, if your lawyer show up to court dressed like this, just change your plea to guilty, because she gonna get you more time.
Home 2 suites, is that correct?
Correct.
Were you able to ascertain if my client, Mr. Gathright, was the one that actually purchased Don Julio?
No.
So anybody could have been at that club and purchased it.
Yes.
He's not old enough to purchase Don Julio. He was only 18.
That was tracked at these different places, but yet my client was never seen getting in and out of that car and was never identified as a person who was the shooter.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, he need to go ahead and just put in a guilty plea now. That's because she gonna mess around and get him more time. I'm dead ass. Listen. The him buying the Don Julio thing, that's a dead end, because he's not even old enough to purchase alcohol. He's only 18. Of course he didn't buy it. Second, they don't need to have him on camera at the crime scene itself. They have his car there, pulling in. They have his cell phone there. Now guess what else they have? They have him with the car before the crime and after the crime. They also have a statement for your girl Alicia Andrews saying that she let Isaiah Chance used her phone to call Shawn Gaithwright.
And I think we all guessed this, that the girl was going to snitch a little bit, and she just did. She identified herself and her boyfriend in the camera. She shouldn't be speaking at all in this situation. She admits to allowing Isaiah to use her phone to communicate with Shawn. She also denied knowledge of this homicide and was caught lying multiple times during her interview. Andrews related she and Chance went up to the front doors of both clubs to ask how much it was to get in. However, that was proven to be a lie. She even admitted to her and Chance being in the cruise of the homicide scene, however claimed they were just lost and were turning around the parking lot, denying knowing the victims were there. Oh, Jesus. Gaithright's phone was still in the vicinity of the homicide even after the crews left before the shooting began, indicating his phone was in the shooter's vehicle, the Impala. It's tracked at the Airbnb, literally everywhere. These people are tracked everywhere with their phone.
Guess what? They have Isaiah Chance, aka Gutter Zay, on camera calling Shawn Gaithwright. And then Shawn Gaithwright's car pulling in after the phone call to Home 2 Suites. Having him on camera doesn't mean a thing. Just because he was masked up doesn't mean a thing. They have him there. They know he was in Tampa because they tracked his car from Jacksonville to Tampa. Not to mention, I think they stopped at a Walmart in between. Come on now. She gonna mess around and get this boy more time. Actually, she gonna get him the death sentence because he can't get more time. He already gonna get life.
If she is making the argument that no one can identify him as being the shooter and that there's no one that can say that he was jumping in and out of that car, then she needs to prove to us where he was during the time of the killing.
She can't.
It's that simple.
She can't.
If you are saying that Shawn Gaithwright didn't shoot nobody and that wasn't him shoot, then where was he? We need some people that will come forward and say, hey, no, he was with us at that time, the time that the shooting was going on. We need some video footage, right? I'm talking about with all the cameras around right now. I mean, like, come on. You can't just say that wasn't him when they got all type of evidence proving that he did get in that car, because we got the mama cameras showing him getting in the car. Not only that, they got the phone showing that it was tracking Julio Foolio and that it left his mama house and went to Tampa.
Guess what else they got? Those guns that Shawn Gaithwright had at his house. The ballistics came back. You won't believe this one.
Remember I told y'all about them ballistics? And they was waiting on them ballistics to come back? Well, them ballistics done came back. And you know what the ballistics say? The ballistics say at least 2 of the firearms used in the Julio Foolio murder have been linked to 7 different shooting cases in Jacksonville. And 2 of them is murders.
You see what I'm saying? Not only that, they got the bullets attaching him to the murder and to the attempted murder of Julio Foolio. You see what I'm saying? We got to understand something.
Plus like 5 other shootings. Trials,
it ain't no white and black. This stuff right here is like baking a cake. Circumstantial. It comes with a whole lot of stuff. You know, a cake just don't become a cake. You need eggs, flour, vanilla extract, you need milk, you need heat, you need a pot to put it in, you need the cream to throw it. You see what I'm saying? Like, you need all these things. This is baking the cake.
Yeah, hey, he's spitting right now for real.
And that's what happens within a trial. It's just not cut and dry. It's not white and black. It's circumstantial. You come up with a whole bunch of stuff, and then you say, voila, here we go. We got the cake. Here goes the truth right here.
That's what they do. They take all that circumstantial evidence and they use it to paint a picture.
If she's trying to say that no one can identify him, then tell us where he was. You can't.
See, when it comes to that circumstantial evidence, it's, what do they call it? Do they call it the preponderance? No, I don't think so. But basically, like, the mountain of circumstantial evidence all comes together to form a picture of what the hell they did that night. And that's exactly what they got on them. A whole bunch of circumstantial evidence, because they don't have them actually committing the crime. They don't have them on video at the crime, like with their faces at the crime scene. They don't have witnesses that can identify them at the crime scene. But they have Shawn Gaithwright's car there on video. They have his phone there. Not to mention, what nobody's talking about, there's a second female involved. If we go back to the affidavit, Shawn Gaithwright was actually texting another female who was talking to somebody that was with Foolio.
Apple iCloud search warrant of Gaithright's phone revealed Apple messages where Gaithright's phone messages a female. He asked her to contact a male who was with the victims attempting to solicit updates on the victim's location. So there were some sketchy people around Foolio giving up his location potentially. Chance's phone was also tracked to the homicide scene at the same time that Cruz was seen on camera there. He was tracked to the Airbnb, communication with all the suspects with
trying to get their location. And dude that was with Foolio was probably, talking to a girl like, hey, yeah, thinking she about to come through. Like, yo, hey, whoop-de-woo, we over here, come on through and party, da-da-da-da-da. And she relayed the information to Shawn Gaithwright. Doesn't that make her an accessory to murder? And where is she? Why isn't she charged? Is it maybe because she's a witness for the state? I don't know.
Just take him out of the car, then who was that then? You got to put somebody in the car. If you want to completely exonerate your client, then you need to say it wasn't him. It was him right here. He the one that did it. It wasn't Shawn, it was this boy right here. And we got evidence to prove to you that it was this boy right here and not Shawn. Shawn was at the club. We got video footage of Shawn at the club. You can't,
ain't old enough to go to no damn club.
Exclude him, you got to prove it. You got to prove it. Just like the prosecuting attorney is finna prove that that boy was in that car. They got the video footage of him getting in the car. His phone, he using that phone. Him going through his Instagram, texting people and stuff like that. The bullet casing, it's just too much that's putting him there. Too much. The Ring camera, you see, it's too much putting him there. His car, his mama's car that they seen him drive off, it's too much putting him in Tampa. You got to exclude him. You got to exonerate him by saying that he was not in Tampa.
But he was.
Here is where he was. Look, he was swimming. He was in a sauna. He was at the hotel. He was at a casino. You can't just say that he wasn't there. It don't work like that. And the prosecutor is gonna eat that up. If that's her argument, if that's all she got, obliterate it.
Not to mention, they got him at the same Airbnb with the Murphys and Isaiah Chance.
It appears to be.
Isaiah Chance, they know for sure was at the crime scene. They got him on video. And Alicia Andrews put him and her there at the crime scene. They have Isaiah Chance at the Airbnb afterwards with Shawn Gaithwright and the Murphys and Alicia Andrews.
Be strong, but it can get chopped down. And just like I just broke it down and chopped it down, and I'm not even a prosecutor, you can imagine what a professional that's been doing this for years is going to do. It's going to eat that joint alive. Now, before I depart, allow me to say this right here. There's something strange going on in the case. Where is Rashad Murphy? Where is he at?
There is a little something. There is something a little strange about that.
Look,
but
man,
he's still in Duval.
Research, and I'm talking about when I look him up in Duval County in Jacksonville, it don't even say that this man is being charged with murder. It say that this man is locked up for a traffic ticket.
That's because in Duval County, he's not charged with murder. He's charged with murder in Tampa, which is whatever, Hillsborough County. In Duval County, he's charged with a misdemeanor too, driving without a license. I don't know. He's been in there almost a month. I don't know why they haven't arraigned him yet on it. That's the weird part. They haven't arraigned him yet on that. So if we look right here, where this is the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, we got Rashad Travion Murphy. And he is still in Duval County. Now he has a bond of $350. Go figure. He has a bond. But if you look down here, he can't bond out. An inmate cannot be released on bond if they have unsentenced felony charge and have not been to first appearance court, or they have an additional sentencing charge. Proper identification and clearance must be obtained before release. So he's not going anywhere. Even though he has a bond in Duval for this, he's not going anywhere. Look at this. Charge status, awaiting trial. He's still awaiting trial for the misdemeanor too. It's only an M2. The crazy part is they have no holds for this inmate are currently on record. How do they not have a hold on him? No driver's license, never had one. So that's his charge in Duval. Not charged with murder. Now, I don't know why they're waiting so long to arraign him on a misdemeanor, though. Maybe he is cooperating.
This man has not been transferred over into Tampa, Hillsborough County. He's not been, and I'm trying to think to myself, like, what's the hold up with him? Why he ain't being transferred? He wanted to kill us, according to the reports. He wanted to shoot us, according to reports. Why haven't he been visualized on camera, just like we just seen them three going in there looking all worried and sick?
Yeah,
and
that is crazy. They haven't even done.
Already too.
Has there been even any news footage of him?
In the wind, so man, they can't lose no more weight than they already got. They already look like they about to disappear. So here it is. Where this boy at? Like, why we ain't got no eyes on him? Why is he still in Duval County? It's just fishy. It don't seem right to me. Now, y'all remember, I did that video a while ago when they caught him, and I said, this boy right here already talking. He doing too much talking as it is. So is there a reason why that they keeping him separated? Now, look, let me just tell y'all how it go when you got co-defendants. And when one of your co-defendants is snitching on you.
Keep you separate. Keep
separate. I don't know what they call it and where y'all from, whatever, but in Minnesota, PC? It's keep separate. If you on the case with somebody, just three of y'all on the case, one of y'all decide to flip and start telling on people and stuff like that, telling on the other two, then they got to keep you separate from the two guys. So while you in the county sitting here fighting this case, they gonna keep this other person in a whole nother county jail, or they gonna keep him like in the hole or a whole nother pod or deck or whatever, so that y'all could never interact with each other. And when it's time to go to court and stuff like that, because y'all court usually be on the same day, when it's time to go to court, he gonna be in a whole nother, bullpen or whatever y'all call it. He gonna be in his own little section while y'all in regular population. He's not gonna be there. Now, is that a possibility? It could be. Because it doesn't make any sense to me why he's not over there with them. You see all three of them together, but you don't see Rashad. You don't see him. And I'm talking about he's still over in Duval County, but it don't even say that he's charged with murder. This is weird. This is strange. Now, could it be just possible that they just ain't ready to move him? Yeah, it could be that too. But I just got to give it to y'all and break it down to y'all about like how things go when you on a case with multiple peoples and one of the people decide to flip. They gonna keep that person that's snitching away from everybody else. That's just how it go. And that's how it appears. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm just saying that, but that's how it appears for all my guys that done been in their life and all.
I just thought about it. His warrant that they arrested him on was out of Tampa, but yet they're holding him in Duval for a traffic violation. That actually makes no sense because that was a felony warrant out of Tampa. So something is going on with that.
All that, get in the comments and let these people know that's how it go. So that's what it appears like. Because I'm going to tell y'all.
And where's Davion?
Just like they got all three of them down there in Hillsborough County right now, that boy right there supposed to be right there beside him. But he ain't for some reason.
Hey, let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments section. Hey, big shout out to DJ Blessed One from IsmokeHipHop. Hey, it took a real man to step up, admit he was wrong, and apologize for it. Shout out to Hood Educated for dropping this knowledge on us. You know, sometimes we all get something wrong every now and then, but actually on this one, he was right. All right. So we got to give him his props on this. He was right because the judge did basically say that. Matter of fact, it ain't even basically. The judge said it. That's my video for today. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button for me. Or if you don't like it, hit the thumbs down for me. I don't care. Either way, YouTube needs to know that people are watching this video. People like this video. People dislike this video. All right. For now, I'm up out of here.